Have you ever wondered about the ancient mysteries of human history? Untold stories, secrets buried beneath the sands of time, and discoveries that shake the foundations of religious beliefs? Today we embark on a journey to uncover a mystery never before revealed: the tomb of the Virgin Mary, the woman who gave birth to Jesus. After thousands of years, scientists have finally opened the tomb, believed to be hers. And what they found will change everything you thought you knew. Make sure you don't miss a single moment of this story, because what you're about to hear will make you rethink everything. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our videos on mysterious discoveries around the world. Share this video with your friends and discuss what we are about to discover. After the death of Jesus, stories about the life of the Virgin Mary, the woman considered the mother of Christ, began to spread throughout the Christian world. But unlike Jesus, the passing of the Virgin Mary is not clearly documented in the Bible. Even in the Gospels, there is no specific mention of her death. So what really happened to the Virgin Mary? This is a question that has puzzled scholars and religious researchers for thousands of years. Some believe she passed away peacefully in her sleep, and her soul was taken up to heaven. However, other legends say that she never died, but was simply taken up to heaven, both body and soul leaving no trace behind on earth. These debates have existed not only among believers but also among different branches of the Christian faith. We are talking about the woman regarded as the Mother of God. Could it be that her passing was never clearly recorded? Over the years, stories about her have been passed down and changed, making everything more mysterious. One thing is certain: her tomb has been sealed for thousands of years, and now what scientists have discovered will make you rethink everything. Recently, in the Kidron Valley, near famous religious landmarks such as the Garden of Gethsemane and the Church of All Nations, a tomb was excavated. Many believe this is where the Virgin Mary rested. After thousands of years of being sealed, decided to open the tomb, hoping to find clearer evidence about her life and death. On an early morning, archaeologists began the excavation process. Each stone was carefully moved. The winds blowing through the Kidron Valley felt like a reminder of the sacredness of this place. As the archaeologists opened the stone door of the tomb, everyone held their breath, expecting a miraculous discovery. But what they found left everyone stunned. The tomb was completely empty. An empty tomb, what does this mean? Could it be that the Virgin Mary never actually died and was taken up to heaven body and soul? Or is there another secret hidden here? Scientists are still conducting further research, but this discovery has shaken many long-held religious beliefs that have persisted for thousands of years. Catholics believe that the Virgin Mary never died, and her assumption into heaven is proof of her absolute purity and holiness. They commemorate this event annually on August 15th, the Feast of the Assumption, with solemn prayers and rituals. Meanwhile, Eastern Orthodox Christians believe that the Virgin Mary passed away and was resurrected on the third day, just like Jesus. This story is called the Dormition of the Mother of God, also celebrated on August 15, but with a different meaning. These differences are not just matters of belief, but also reflect the diversity in how religious branches view the life and death of the Virgin Mary. What really happened to the Virgin Mary? Each religious branch has its own explanation of her passing. But there is one thing everyone agrees on: the Virgin Mary was a special woman, honored and worshipped by millions of believers worldwide. After opening the empty tomb, the scientists didn't stop there. They used modern equipment to analyze every small detail inside the tomb. The results showed that the tomb had been sealed for thousands of years, with no signs of intrusion. This raised the question for many: why was the tomb empty? Theories began to emerge. Some researchers believe that this tomb was merely a symbol, and that the Virgin Mary was truly taken to heaven without leaving any trace. Others believe that the relics may have been moved or lost due to historical upheavals. However, so far there's been no concrete evidence to determine what really happened. Could this be evidence of the Virgin Mary's Assumption? Or is there another mystery waiting for us to uncover? These questions remain unanswered, but one thing is certain. The truth about this tomb will make scientists and believers ponder for years to come. One of the oldest stories about the Assumption of the Virgin Mary appeared around the 3rd century in a book called Liber Roier Maria, or the Book of the Rest of the Virgin Mary. This book describes in detail the death of the Virgin Mary and her assumption into heaven. However, this book has not always been considered reliable, and many scholars remain skeptical about its authenticity. In addition, there is another legend about one of Jesus' apostles, Thomas, who was not present when the Virgin Mary passed away. When he arrived late and the tomb was opened again, it was empty except for the Virgin Mary's belt, which she had dropped from heaven. This belt is seen as evidence of the Virgin Mary's Assumption. These ancient legends, although not entirely consistent, share one common point. The passing of the Virgin Mary is considered an extraordinary event. Could this be the reason why her tomb was empty? The Assumption of the Virgin Mary is not just a mythical story, but holds profound religious significance. It symbolizes the hope of all Christians that they too will be resurrected and ascend to heaven after death. The Virgin Mary, as the mother of Jesus, is believed to have not been destroyed by death, and her body was taken up to heaven as proof of her purity and holiness. In 1950, Pope Pius XII officially declared the Assumption of the Virgin Mary as a dogma, a belief that cannot be denied within the Catholic Church. This strengthened the faith of millions of believers worldwide, that if the Virgin Mary could ascend to heaven, so could they. The Assumption of the Virgin Mary is not just a story about her, but also a reminder for all of us about the belief in resurrection and eternal life. It brings hope to all believers that one day they too will be welcomed into heaven. In 2011, a believer recounted when he experienced life-threatening moments. Illness had plunged them into a deep coma, leading family and friends to believe that life was slipping away. The discovery of the Virgin Mary's tomb has shed some light on the mysteries surrounding her life and death. However, it also raises more questions about her assumption. With or without evidence, the reverence for the Virgin Mary remains unchanged in the hearts of Christians around the world. This empty tomb may remain a topic of debate for centuries to come. But one thing is certain: the Virgin Mary with her Assumption remains a symbol of hope, virtue, and divine love. What do you think about this event? Is this empty tomb evidence of the Virgin Mary's Assumption, or is it just an unanswered mystery? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos on historical and religious mysteries. See you in the next video.